Welcome to another installment of Watch Me Work, or Houseplant Care Motivation / Companion, episode 2. This is a great video for you guys to put on in the background while you're doing your own plant chores, or if you want just something that's really chill to watch while you're doing your makeup or whatever kind of things that you need to do in the background. So what we're going to do is we're going to get up off of our lazy cans. Let's go move our bodies, take care of our plants. We are Mother Nature. Let's embody that and let's go get some work done. All right, let's get started and fill up some water containers. But before we get started, thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creators. Explore new skills, deepen existing passions, and get lost in creativity. It's curated specifically for learning, meaning there are no ads and they're always launching new premium classes so you can stay focused and follow wherever your creativity takes you. Skillshare is so amazing that they hooked my viewers up with a 1-month free trial instead of the usual 14 days. So the first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in my description box will get 1 full month free trial of Skillshare, which is super valuable, so you can start exploring your creativity today. Here's some classes I have queued up for myself because boy golly do I need a lot of help with photography. Portrait photography, capture incredible shots with Jessica Kobiesi. Photography for Instagram, capture and share your life with Hannah Argyle. Holistic interior design, transform your personal space for well-being by Clear Studios. And the ultimate self-care playbook by Jonathan Van Ness. Whether you're a dabbler or a pro, a hobbyist or a master, you're creative. Discover what you can make with classes for every skill level. Thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get cracking. Before we get started, we are here in my kitchen and I have my bar cart. It is like a professional bar cart. It actually folds up. You can fold it up and sit it up against your wall. I leave it open most of the time, and most of the time it's for houseplants and watering, and sometimes it's for like laundry, like big baskets of laundry. Shit. Let me go get the remote real quick. So that is what we are going to do first. I'm going to fill up 7 recycled gallon containers, 3 pitchers and 2 half-gallon pitchers. I'm gonna fill them all up. I'm gonna wheel them out to my garage area, which is where my actual 10 by 10 tent is. Most of the time I will pull from this fish tank back here, but Casey just got it filled up, and I mean just got it filled up yesterday. So I'm not going to completely rob that tank again. I'm just gonna go ahead and get tap water and use some dechlorinator. And that's all I do. I just literally start filling these containers up, and as they're full, I'm just going to put them onto my bar cart. When the whole thing's full, I'm going to roll it out into the garage. So you'll see me like going to do other stuff and then coming back and, like, you know what I mean? I'll be milling about. Probably just collecting dirty dishes from around the house that need to be washed. I already washed a load of dishes just so I could film this segment. My house isn't clean all the time. Shocker. I'm not one of those people. I really wish that I was one of those people, but y'all, I'm just not. I don't know if it's the ADHD or if it's like the autoimmune stuff that keeps me down, or if it's like some sort of combination of the two, or if I'm just like a lazy bitch in general. I don't know. I just do things when I want to do things. I do things on my own time. Forever and ever and ever. Until the day that I die. Yeah. I'm self-diagnosed ADHD. I'm terrified of going to the doctor because I hate interacting with doctors at all. I apologize for saying that, but it's just like, I don't know. Always feels like a confrontation when I go to the doctor's office, so it's hard to make an appointment for a confrontation. You know what I mean? Lame. But I'm getting older and I really, like my birthday, I didn't tell you guys about it so you guys wouldn't make a big deal out of it, but my birthday was last month and I turned 37 and I took it really, really, really hard. My life is really good right now and things are going really good right now. It's just weird. I get really sad during the changing of the seasons. That sounds like a real weenie wuss thing to say, but it is what it is. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and keep filling these up and then I'll wrap it up and I'll see you when we go back in the tent. You don't wanna fill them up too full because when you're going, there's like a big step off into the garage and we have to make a little bit of an incline before we go down, so we don't want those bitches spilling everywhere. Ah, Lulu. Now I'm gonna put a little bit of, just a couple of drops per full water container of dechlorinator, and I buy my dechlorinator in gallon jugs. It just makes it easier. Casey uses it for fish tanks. I use it for my plants. But Darren from Silver Plant Daddy on Etsy and also on Instagram suggested that I get a reverse osmosis machine, and I was like, duh, doy. So obviously I'll be looking into getting one of those so that I don't have to use like dechlorinator on my water. I can just, you know, we'll still use it for the fish tanks. So the trick is remembering which ones I put this stuff in. I better quit. And then we're gonna give them a saucy treat of some CalMag. And I also buy that in 1 gallon containers. Use it for things like our vegetables and herbs, things like that. You know what I mean, Buren? Okay. How dare they walk down the street? Anyways, I think when you call it plant chores, as innocent as it is, I mean, you know, not like you should never use the word plant chores or anything like that, but I think when you call it that in your head over and over again, it might as well be doing the dishes or mopping the floors or something like that, because it's a chore, right? But it's not really a chore. It's something that you get to do. You get to have a hobby and you get to do it. So I don't know what to call it. It is work. I mean, it's still work. It's just, I don't know, dude. It's like it's not work if it's fun. You know what I mean? I don't know. Also, it's not good if you don't shake it. By the way, this shit stinks. Just FYI. And I can't remember how much you're supposed to put in a gallon. It is per gallon. Ooh, they're going to get a big old shot of goodness. I haven't put CalMag in here in a long time. I need to put a shot of it also in the distilled water. Okay. That's about how it works out. 1 squeeze and pull makes for about 2 milliliters. All right. My ice maker making noise back there. I had to turn my dishwasher off so that we could talk to each other because it's so freaking loud. I don't know. I've been telling myself, you guys, it's chronic ridiculousness. I've been telling myself I have a Fashion Nova haul for my other channel that I haven't put a video out in like literally like 3 months. It's so sad and ridiculous. I don't know why I can stay consistent on this channel for the most part. I know I've been lacking in lots of other areas, but for the most part. And for some reason I can't get that fucking thing edited, and I'm just gonna try to get it edited tonight. So I'm tired of knowing that it's like there and not doing it, because I feel like a real piece of shit. So obviously I like to park my water like right outside my tent. It's kind of like easy to grab when I need to get one. I just move it on in over there. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Oh shit. Woo! That's a lot of shit in there. What do you think, Cletus Juniors? We're still working on the same old area too. Welcome to my tent. Same shit, different toilet. Lulu's been really getting on my nerves today, giving me the business. Here's the tattoo update. It has been super duper crusty, but it's looking really good. I'm really happy with it. Down here is the stuff that we worked on the last time that you guys were with me. It was some begonias. We cleaned off the Santherium here, and these begonias back here in the corner. So we're going to work on the top of our deal this time. I still haven't been able to find my freaking knee pads, so oh well, no big deal. So I know that this needs to be repotted. This Syngonium rayi has just not been happy from the get-go. I cannot keep it watered. Like, there's water in it right now. I think that it just hates this pot. It's just not big enough. I don't know, man. It just kind of hates it. There's already roots coming out. I'm pretty sure it's like root bound or something. This thing wants to stay really moist, and I just can't keep it going. Like, the yellowing leaves are very sad. There's some mealy bugs on it too. Like here, right here in the middle pieces of the leaves. So I'm going to take this whole Syngonium rayi and I'm going to sit it out here on my table. I'm going to rinse it off while it's small and manageable. And then I'm going to repot it into something a little bit bigger. Because I'm just like, I feel so sad about this rayi. I want it to look really good. I walked over here to go turn the fan off. And I looked down, I was like, holy shit, and I thought it had broke off completely. And it looks like it just kind of completely came out. Just got way too heavy, and it was like a stump that was on the very surface, and it just completely fell over. And this is a big ass pink princess to just fall over like that. So, yeah. Whoops. That'll have to be tended to today. Did you want to come in? Come on if you're coming. Okay. Come on if you're coming. Oh, good job. Lulu, you want to come too? Come on. Do you want to come? No. Come on. You want to jump? Come on, I'll get you. Come on, I'll put you in here. I'll let you come in. Come here, Lulu. Come here. I'll put you in. She keeps running from me. She don't want to come in. Oh, you better not stand out there and bark, Lulu. Lulu. Don't do it. Oh, she better not. This Epiprimnum pinnatum variegated. Dry as a bone. Don't have to use a moisture meter on that. Definitely needs water. But I'm just going to kind of like make sure who else needs anything. This pink princess, looking pretty good. It's got a little bit of moisture. I'm gonna go ahead and water it even though it's got some moisture, because I know it'll be a few days before I get back in here. And I don't want it to get super dry while I'm not in here. Go lay down, bub. There's plenty of room. There's not room for a dog bed in here, but there's enough room for you to get comfortable. So that is what this little pink princess is looking like. Cute, very cute little patches of variegation on this one. That patch got really, really light. It's really pretty. Mine don't ever get that white looking variegation. And the white princess that I did a trade with on Winter Rose, unfortunately it didn't make it. No fault of anybody's, obviously. It just ghosted out. It's like everything decided to ghost out on me all at the same time. This Philodendron Campos Tuainum. I don't know why I keep sitting it down. Like I want to keep bending over. Super dry. Give that a good water. Could definitely have a better drainage tray for that, but I don't have one. See how pretty that is? This is a super underrated plant in my opinion. When they get bigger, it actually becomes a tri-lobed plant. I have another one in the house that's a mature version, but this one is just, the juvenile, I keep cutting it back because I want it to stay juvenile. This leaf is really ugly and damaged, so I still have my Fiskars in here. And I still have my cup of distilled bleach water from last time. Just give them a little dip. And I'm going to get rid of that ugly leaf. I also had to go buy a freaking new broom, like a miniature broom and dustpan, because I couldn't freaking find my other one. My other one was red, and I had to replace it with a blue one. So that was kind of a bummer. This gloriosum back here in the corner, I'm pretty sure it's dry AF, and it is indeed super duper dry. Now, I do not have a drainage dish underneath this, so I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do about that. I'm going to move this glorious to where it will catch the runoff until I find a drainage tray for it. So I'm going to move my begonias, which are looking really cute, by the way. They're looking really good. And this is the glorious that Cody sent me. I think like shit, was it last year? Was it the year before? It looks like it's getting like a little bleached anyways from the bright spider farmer lights, so not a bad idea to go ahead and move it back here. Oh, that anthurium feels dry. That thing's been a thirsty biatch. Oh, my knees. Okay, so now I've got that under there. I'm gonna water this gloriosum up here and just let the runoff kind of, it needs a thorough watering. I'm gonna let the runoff water the glorious underneath it. Kind of water in the moss pole too. That worked out really good. I'm proud of myself. See, we got this really pretty leaf right here, and then underneath it we've got this kind of, this like really ugly yellowing leaf right here. Looks like it might have a couple of fungal spots or something on it, so we're just gonna remove it. Obviously I'm not, if a plant only has like one freaking leaf, am I gonna cut it off because it's ugly? No. But am I gonna cut it off because it's like ruining the vibe of all the other plants? Yeah, I mean, why not? Especially if it's like suspect. So this right here is a Philodendron hassatum narrow leaf from Steve's Leaves. I can feel that it is super duper duper dry as a bone. I'm gonna give it a water. It's literally about to teeter-totter and fall over. I took some cuttings of it recently, so it's definitely trying to have some new growth points here. You can see this little growth point right here, and then another one right here on the other side. Yeah, just a whole bunch of them. And then the top of it looks really nice. Just gonna kind of look it over for pests. See if there's any mealies. This Geogenanthus that Silver Plant Daddy sent to me is looking really cute. It's actually got like a new little baby bulb looking type guy coming off of there. You know what makes me really excited is like when I get in here and I really get after it. Like when I'm having like a super energetic day and I get in here and I clean the drip trays. Like you see this drip tray right here on this one is like clean. Oh man, boy, is that that's a good sensation. Obviously not something you're going to get on an outdoor greenhouse or something like that. Or, hell, any greenhouse for that matter. What do I know? I just like when I can come in here and I can really get things clean. Because I feel like, you know, for 3 or 4 weeks I can not worry about pests for a minute, you know? Here are my little, damn, guys, these are my Anthurium papillineum. I don't know how you say it. I've tried a billion times. I won these seeds from the Nsc Tropicals giveaway last year. The year before, it may have, I don't know, last year, I'm guessing it was last year. And it has taken me for freaking ever to grow these 2 little guys. Can you even believe that they're alive at this point? They were in tubs. They just weren't doing well. They actually seem to have like some weird fungus, like a mold issue. And I've seen this on my begonias before, which there's hella springtails in here, okay? So there's just like tons and tons of springtails, but it's this weird spotty mold. I don't even know if you guys can see it, but it's just a strange spotty mold. And I did spray some, whatchamacallit, I think I'm going to do that again today. Just some of the Docanil fungicide. And it comes out really super thick and milky. So I just like, it looks super gross too. You know, kind of comes out all bleh. I just spray it around it. I have this topped with like a spag, but it's actually a soil mix underneath here. My intention is to repot both of these guys, obviously, into something more suitable than a double layer cup situation. But until then, I just gave it a treatment basically of some antifungal. And I'm just going to give it a little bit of water, I guess, to kind of like work that shit down in there. I don't know. It looks really suspect and kind of gross, but we're not going to fret. We're just going to do our thing, treat it, and keep trucking. Keep on trucking. There's our epiprimnum. We've already watered it. It checks out really good. Next guy over would be the Alocasia Maharani from Nsc Tropicals. And I've got it. I just repotted it recently into this like big ass blue pot. And you can see that the leaves were like huge on it before I repotted it. And then they kind of reverted back to being much smaller. And then these 2 big ass blooms started coming out. So I'm guessing that it liked the food. But these leaves right here are just like, I'm kind of tired of looking at them. So I think I'm just going to get rid of those today. Because they look funky. They fit a pot that they're no longer in, clearly. They're just old leaves, so I'm going to get rid of them. But really pretty though. These alocasias, so freaking cool. Even with the yellowing. What a cool leaf. Very tough too. It feels a lot like cardboard. I've always said that, but it does. It just feels like cardboard. Like a mofo. And yes, I did stick my clippers into my bleach water. So now we've got a much like more compact little guy here to work with. I've got a little corn bulb coming up, which you'll see, the little baby. Ooh, there he is. Definitely needs water. I can feel that it's really light. So I'm gonna give it a water. Not super duper heavy. I don't want it to all like run out everywhere, but enough. Scooch him back to the back again. Then we have our Veracosum that I've had forever and ever and ever, and I've chopped a million bajillion times. But I really struggle with it and spider mites in particular. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the velvety nature of the Veracosum that the spider mites love so much. But I'd say this guy's looking pretty damn good. I see one little mealybug bastard there. I still haven't made any freaking solution since the last time I talked to you guys. this will be it. Oh, shit. This will be the last of it. And I'm just treating this right here because there's just one leaf. I mean, you know. I'm just going to get it looking all pretty. That bastard mealybug off of there. Turn it around. Oh, 2 leaves, my bad. But, you know, tain't much. So I didn't actually even see any spider mites on here, guys. This is just like a part of how I deal with my varicosum because we've been together for so long. I just know the bullshit and I don't trust. And I can see the systemic pesticide that I've put in here. It's still up here. Like, I mixed it in, watered it in, but it's so fresh that I can still see the particles, and it still gets the shit. So don't trust those varicosums. They ain't shit. These varicosums ain't shit. I'm not here for it. Alright. Now I gotta get this gloriosum round form out of the way so I can scoot this other one. Now, let's have a look at this dude. This is a crawling plant, so it's always like coming up and out of the pot. This is the 2 growth points from where I took a cutting for a purge and then it just went ham, you know. It looks really not that great from the middle of the pot. It's just like dusty and crusty looking, really dark brown. This new growth right here, so weird, huh? Came straight out of here. And then this other one, I made the cut right here, see it? And the new growth came out of here. Trippy. So I'm gonna have a look at the leaves. You can already see like a little spot of spider mite on there. So ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this over in the tub because it'll be, you know, messier. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead and get this one a little cleaned up. So, like, as far as I've done all this stuff with the alcohol and the soap, like, I've never fried a plant up. I don't know what people are doing. I think that they're using just plain old straight alcohol and like barely putting water in it. I don't know what people are doing. I've never necessarily messed up a plant doing it. So I just keep on doing it, you know. And some people are like, oh my god, this is so freaking tedious. I agree. It is super duper tedious, but it's gotten to the point where this is like all I know to do that works. And I don't really mind it. I come in here and turn my podcasts on or whatever, you know. I like to look at the leaves and admire the shininess of them and the texture. See what cool things are kind of like happening to it. It's also a good way to keep track of like everything that's going on. Nothing's gonna slip by you, that's for damn sure. Give it a little water. I don't know why I didn't just wait to put it back on the shelf, but I didn't. I think what my brain meant to do was grab my water bottle. Yeah, that's what my brain meant to do. And then it was just like water. And then poured it in. Give it a rinsey poo. Yeah. Then it's going to look all beautiful. I'm going to put it back up where it goes. And we're going to see where we're at and what we need to do next. Okay. Oh, wow. That's actually like disappearing. I wrote that in permanent marker. Why is it disappearing? Okay, so maybe you got to replace these things like every once in a while. Or you're screwed if you don't just automatically know it off the top of your head. Lovely, lovely. I'm going to put it kind of back where it was over here. Slightly in the corner. Yeah. And so I've got a big empty space right here for some more plants. I think that's like it for today. one thing I wanted to show you guys, besides all this, that's a completed rack. Just one rack here in the deal, and of course, I do more than that when I come in here and I'm just kind of like tukeying around. But I wanted to show you my other Anthurium seeds. These were like the round 4 seeds, okay? First round of seeds I took off that Magnificum. I planted. The second and the third rounds, like I was experimenting with different ways of like sprouting the seeds. So here's the method of just putting them in paper towel. And one of them actually already has a leaf there. Pretty cool. So that method worked just fine. Paper towels, and I really need to get these into the sphagnum moss. And here are the rest of the seeds that I just pop them straight into spag. And these are to-go food containers. I bought these at Walmart to experiment with propagating begonias and just shipping them in these containers so that they are kind of unfuckwithable during travel. And here are my other Anthurium seeds, and like these are already massively sprouting. Like there is a ton of leaves here. And sprouted Anthurium, like, I don't know, I'm probably going to have like 200 or 300 Anthurium babies. Maybe, if like there's not, if a whole bunch of them don't like die, you know? But damn, like, they really need to be put into that big thing of spag. Because some of them are like getting moldy. And I do not want the moldy ones to contaminate all the other ones. You know what I mean, Burn? Because that shit will just spread. Oh my god, it's like thick. It is thick with the Anthurium seed roots. I don't even know what the hell I'm going to do. Oh, I may have already screwed myself up. I may just be... how am I going to do that? How am I going to do that? I'm just going to have to like pull it out and very gently just lay it across a very thin spag, you know, because there's no picking all of those apart. That's not gonna happen. And I am going to complete this rack right here. And what I mean by completing this rack is I want to clean all the way around it, make sure there's no leftover water puddled up, sweep up any debris, sweep up all, you know, just clean it up a little bit. Since I'm done for today, I'm going to hang all these spray bottles on the side of my bar cart. I'm not going to leave them in here because a lot of them need to be refilled. So I'm just going to go hang those up. Also, a question that was asked on the last video. Here's the new broom and dustpan that I got. Someone asked a question on the last video if I've ever used beneficial insects, and yes, I have, and I didn't see a lot of success with it. Now, here's why. I am super duper paranoid, and I couldn't tell the difference friend from foe, right? So when I got the beneficial insects, I couldn't tell if what was on my plants was the good guys or the bad guys, and it just drove me nuts. Like, I couldn't handle it. I couldn't hack it. I couldn't take it. I think if I had an outdoor greenhouse, I would probably give it another go, because I would have to deal with like more just things flying around and just being everywhere inside of my greenhouse. But in here and now, it's like you don't see anything. So when I put beneficial pesticides, like, I'm going to see stuff, and it's like, if I'm seeing something, then I need to say something and be like, get the fuck out of here. I can't handle it. It's too much for me. This is my new broom and dustpan because I lost my last one. Winston got too hot for the tent, so he abandoned ship. I don't blame him. It does get pretty warm in here. Here is the seedlings. So I think they're looking really good. The leaves are actually starting to get bigger, so they actually have made a little bit of progress. Even the little baby ones that I switched over from the other containers. They're looking really cute. And just imagine, I've got all of those. And then I've got those 2 black containers full of them. I don't know. I want to be up to my damned ears in Anthurium seedlings. So, yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. still can't find my freaking knee pads. Now, word of the wise, when you're setting up a shelf like this, don't put this so far close to the freaking ground, this bottom level, that you can't sweep underneath it. That is the dumbest shit I've ever done. I don't even, look, I can't even get this little, I'm gonna have to move it. Can't believe I'm having to do all this just to clean out from underneath this shit. Dumb. I don't even have a full-size freaking broom either. Pathetic. Unacceptable. Let go. Look at how big the blooms are on the begonia margaret heppel in the palm of my hand. Those are really big. They fall off. They look like Chinese cherry blossoms. So freaking pretty. And I feel like it's a pretty easy one to grow. I don't know if my dirty plant hoes or enthusiasts would agree with me, but I feel like they are. Scooch it back. Okay, bitch. Ta-da. Yeah. I think it looks great. Doesn't look overcrowded. Looks really nice. Bottom shelf has been, you know, can't see shit. Bottom shelf, everything's been like plucked and kind of sortly treated in water from the last time we were in here. And now all the stuff from the top row has been treated and watered, and you guys kind of walked through that with me. Next time we might do a repot with me, because I have several things here inside the tent that actually need to be repotted. I have an Aria that needs to be repotted. I have a Patriciae that needs to be repotted. I have Samantha, like I have a shit ton of stuff that needs to be repotted now that I'm thinking about it. A variegated Adansonii from Botanicas that needs to be repotted. Whole bunches of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. I really hope that you got some things done while you were listening to me tookie it in the background. Thank you so much again to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate it here at Heart Shaped Leaves. I hope that you guys have a wonderful week. New channel members shout out at the end of today's video, so be looking out for it. Peace out. Later, taters. Love you. Bye.